Hello guys, today we're going to be doing a video on Black Ops Cold War using the RTX 3060 Ti. We are running a Ryzen 3700X with 32 gigs of RAM running at 3200 MHz. Alright, let's jump into it. Alright, here we go. We're going to start it off with 1080p and everything set to the lowest. We are running into a CPU bottleneck. We are leaving around 20% GPU usage left on table because of our CPU. Now you can relieve this by either increasing the settings a little bit, you know, maybe playing on low instead of the lowest, or upgrading the CPU. I will be testing out medium settings, the medium preset and the ultra preset, and I will test on the try out DLSS as well. You can definitely be able to hit over 100 frames in 4K, I feel like. And we don't really run into a CPU issue with the 3700X until we get around 170 frames. Oh no, we're holding 180 right now. Oh my god. Bad aim. Okay, not bad.
War machine.
Got a little kill streak there. 9 streak. No way, I just lost my grip. Okay, you know what? I'm just actually scrolling. Check the settings real quick. Alright, now we're trying out medium settings. The ground looks like it has a lot of jagged edges, but the gun itself and the character models look very good so far. Whoa, what was that? Damn, I kinda messed that one up. We're getting less of a CPU bottleneck now. As long as we get above 90%, I feel like we're doing fine. But once you drop below 90, that's when you're getting to the bottleneck, CPU bottleneck territory. Ah, someone else got a hop. Nice. What I like to see from my teammates. No, dang. I think what I'll end up doing is, after I'm done with all the presets, I'm gonna do an optimized preset. The stuff you want to have off versus the stuff you want to have on. Oh my god, what? I could have had way more there if I didn't troll. Right. Testing everything on ultra. I have everything at the max settings, except for ray tracing. I don't want to turn that on yet since it's so taxing, but I will definitely try it out. Enemy? I will definitely try it out. Alright, trying out a different match. 1080p ultra settings. Without, okay. Are we good? Without ray tracing. Frame rate's looking pretty good, holding above 140. This is Nuketown. Nuketown is one of the easier maps to run. Spawns are flipped. Classic hardpoint.
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint down. We've lost the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure.
Oh my goodness, I'm in danger. No. I don't think so. I thought that was an enemy, but no. That is an enemy though. I don't get how to kill him. I'm putting on ray tracing now. I'm gonna just, I think we'll just crank it up. Oh my god, what? Hey, not bad. We only lost 70 frames.
We've lost the hard point.
The grass looks super bad now. Oh my god, it's like flickering. I don't know why you would want to have a ray tracing enabled in a multiplayer shooter. The game doesn't feel as responsive anymore. It feels... We are getting over 100 frames, or we are holding 100 frames.
We're falling behind.
The game just doesn't feel... When I turn on my camera, it doesn't feel as good. Alright, I think I'm gonna jump into the optimized settings now for 1080p. First things first. Oh, maybe I'll try it with DLSS. I'll put it to balance. Balance is always a good...
Hardpoint is secure.
Okay, we gained... Why are we getting CPU bottleneck? I don't get it. The GPU usage is all over the place. We shouldn't really be experiencing a CPU bottleneck since we could push 170 frames. All we've turned on is 2 GPU band settings, which was ray tracing and DLSS. And our GPU usage dropped by 20%. Play with just DLSS. Whoa, what? Getting 160 frames. The game looking... There's like a blur effect on the screen. That's what it looks like. Unbalanced 1080p. It looks pretty good, but no need to have a DLSS of 1080p for this card. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the optimized settings. Visual effects medium, screen space reflection disabled. We can have it on low. It does look a lot better. We'll keep it on low. This is the CPU band setting. I'm going to disable this. If you got a good CPU, you can keep it up. Lighting, medium, shadow quality, low. Dynamic shadows disabled. This is also CPU band a little bit. It's like half. Shadows always disabled. Open shadow disabled. Ray tracing disabled. The game's gonna run at 10 frames a second until it comes back. We are getting 170 frames, 20%, 30%. 30% left of our GPU power, so a better CPU, like I said before. You will be getting over 200 frames. The game looks super crisp right now. Alright, we're jumping into a 1440p test, running at 1440p, and everything's set to lowest. I forgot to mention that FOV is set to 120, so you can always lower this and get more performance out. But 120 allows you to see more, so it gives you an advantage. Well, the game looks... Once you play in ultra settings, or at least high settings, the game looks so much worse than the lowest.
Threat neutralized.
We got all the shadow popping in. Visibility seems far worse on the lowest settings than on ultra, or at least the highest set of settings. I can see much better. There we go. No CPU bottleneck. We are 95% usage on our GPU, which is perfect. Can't spot enemies well. They just blend into the background too much. So I just look at the name tag, shoot the name tag.
Losing B.
I think this game had an issue with the visibility. Oh! What are you doing? Having a much better time.
Losing C.
Using an actual SMG than a garbage pistol. Look at this, now we're just going off. Okay, nope, no, he blocked me. We're just trying to slide out of there. Alright, high. Gonna max the game out now. Any other settings that haven't been turned on, we're turning it on. Alright. Apply it. Gonna get 2 frames for a little bit. The game recovers. Oh, the game feeling stuttery right now, but I think that might be because of the stop kill that guy, please. Yeah, I don't like this at all. We're sacrificing too much to play on ultra. Hello.
Taking B.
Yeah, we're sacrificing. This is just not a.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
This doesn't feel good. The game is stuttering here and there. The aiming doesn't feel as smooth. I'm so dead. The aiming doesn't feel as smooth as it did on medium. Dropping down to 70 frames. This guy is running armor, dude. Using those broken pistols. I mean, you can still have a good time and be competitive somewhat, but if you're running a 144Hz monitor, you definitely don't want to play like this. I will turn on DLSS and RT. Let's do it right now. We'll try it with RT enabled first, like we did with the other tests. Just gonna max it out. Honestly, we lost like 10 frames. Okay, we're gonna be falling below 60 for once now. Okay, that's pointing it towards me. Yeah, this is definitely becoming unplayable now.
Alpha locked out.
I can't even tell the difference between screen space reflections and actual RT. I don't even see the reflections most of the time.
Hey, shithead! Watch your
I would feel it's
fire.
probably... It definitely has a bigger impact in campaign than it does in multiplayer. Stop. That, my teammate just ran past him. My teammate just ran past him. What is he doing? Okay, we'll pull out the big guns. You can hold above 60 for the most part, but once you get into like a big open area, that's when you run into issues. The game becomes laggy. Shooting. I'm gonna turn DLSS on balance like we did with the other test. Where's that? DLSS balance. This gives us a little bit of frame rate back, but it doesn't look as crisp. Some games look really good with DLSS, and some games still look a little blurry. I just don't. It seems like with DLSS enabled, with ray tracing, you're gonna be gaining like 30-40 frames back. But I was still feeling that input delay from playing on Ultra. Okay, we're gonna be going ahead and turning off ray tracing, keeping DLSS on. It feels very fluid again and very responsive. So if you want to play at 1440p and Ultra, everything, ooh, Tomahawk, and everything cranked up to max, then you would definitely want to have a aim. Guess not. Definitely want to have DLSS enabled. I'm running on balance and I'm getting around 150 frames. We had 144 at the start, but it has since went up. Where is everyone? This is a small map. Drop to 140 there. But, okay. The game feels good either way. I don't see any drops or any noticeable drops. 96. The game, you can definitely tell a difference between DLSS and no DLSS with this game. There's like slight blur to everything. Now the blur's completely gone. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... Maybe it's anti-aliasing that's causing the blur. Let me go ahead and turn DLSS on real quick. To balance like we did before. Yeah. I mean, it still looks amazing, but you can definitely... It's not as crisp as native 1440p. Well, I'm balanced anyway. Maybe you can have a better time on... I have smokes, okay. That's not good, I don't have stims. I might have a better experience on ultra quality DLSS. But unbalanced, you will see a slight blur. But it's nothing bad. It just doesn't look as good as native. I remember in God of War, the game with DLSS or without DLSS looks identical. You can't tell a difference. It's crazy how good that game looks with DLSS. We're running the game at 4K. Everything's set to the lowest. Alright. Let's see how we do.
Bravo knocked down. Losing B.
Already starting off at 120 frames. lowest preset is just does not look good, even at 4K.
Enemy RCX
Uh oh.
detected.
Should have killed that guy. Like I was saying before, the game actually feels pretty
Secure the
fluid.
objective.
Feels pretty smooth. Whereas I think in 1440p in the Ultra preset test, we were getting the same frame rates. Okay, that's weird.
Lockdown.
Same frame rates, but
Enemy has Charlie.
the game just didn't feel fluid.
We are
It
taking
felt like it was
control.
input lag. But right now, oh my! Oh, he's got a flamethrower. I couldn't hear him. I'm not playing with sound.
Taking
It was pretty great.
enemy care package.
So, what would be great if I could aim? That would be great as well.
War machine, prepping
Pull
fire.
out the war machine. Let's go. Okay.
Ready to commence overflight.
Losing A.
You boys just got hopped.
Enemy has Alpha.
Hey,
Enemy
what is
spy
going on with
plane
this?
inbound.
That is such a weird bug. Game's completely glitched out.
C secure. Securing A.
When you... Oh, I made a mistake. I'm gonna die. Yep.
Down.
Jumping into medium settings. We're getting pretty close to 60 FPS now. The game actually feels pretty good still. I don't... Yeah, that just... we had a drop just then.
Turret active.
I
Securing
definitely
Alpha.
felt. I don't know if we dropped below 60 just then or what happened, but definitely felt that.
Losing C.
Get off our flag, would you? Okay, well, I apologize. You got me.
Losing Bravo.
Yo, there, teammate. Look, this guy's... Oh, he's AFK.
And buys another. Enemy has B.
We had a big freeze there. The game just straight up froze.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound. Multiple enemy sentries. Taking B.
Got that guy off the flag. Oh, that's a sentry gun. I thought that was a person sitting there. Okay, I forgot to change the settings. Let's go ahead and pull it up to Ultra. This will be interesting because I feel like we're not going to be able to hit 60 frames. Might be a little too much for the card. Okay, we're going to get 2 frames for a little bit. Will it recover? Nope. Wow. This is an indoors map, so we're actually able just barely to hold 60.
Hardpoint locked down.
But I gotta say, it does feel pretty laggy. Yeah, because we're dropping actually. I just saw the... Okay, not give my gun back. Just took a glance at the frame rate.
Contesting
You
hardpoint.
can't hold 60 at all.
Hardpoint lost. Hostiles have
You can
the
hold
hardpoint.
60 when nothing's going on, or when we're inside. That's when we can hold 60. Let's make it all worse by turning on ray tracing. VRM message is going over there. I mean, we still have 2 gigs left, but the game is freaking out. Oh my god, okay, here we go.
Hardpoint located. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Oh my god,
Hardpoint is
what
secure.
is this?
Hardpoint lost.
This is... Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go back and
Hardpoint is secure.
change
Contesting hardpoint.
it down a little bit.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Hardpoint contested. We've lost the hardpoint. Multiple hostile spy planes detected.
Okay, this ain't gonna work. Let's go ahead and just... Is raging
Enemy counter spy
doing
plane
that?
inbound.
Like, what is going on?
Hardpoint is secure.
Surely... Oh wow, ray tracing does... Wow, okay. Ray tracing will cause you to lose all your frame rate. all of it. We'll be left with 5. Okay, let's go ahead and put DLSS on with ray tracing on Ultra. Okay. No, not playable. Even if you have ray tracing on. But this is the first time where, imagine dying to me when I have 10 frame rate. This is the first time where ray tracing, not ray tracing, this is the first time where DLSS actually looks the same as native. So you gotta be playing at 4K. Right. Turning off ray tracing, keeping on DLSS to balanced. Game's gonna freeze for a little bit. Oh yeah, this feels great. That felt really smooth just then. Just moving feels very fluid. I don't feel any input delay. This feels like a competitive. Should have killed that guy. What a good spawn. I am blinded. Let's go ahead and actually play it on the optimal settings now. We're gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep at texture quality to high. These I'm to disable. Yeah, low.
Hardpoint is secure. Contesting hardpoint.
Color quality low.
Hardpoint lost.
These we definitely don't need. Shadows are so heavy, so intensive. I'm gonna keep the DLSS on. Motion blur, yeah. That's the frame rate we can get. We're running.
Hardpoint is secure.
What is that? Okay. We're running
Contesting hardpoint.
the high preset. So our textures are set to high.
Hardpoint contested.
Most of the settings are kept on, except for
Contesting
with
hardpoint.
shadows and
We've lost the hardpoint.
reflection. We do have SSR turned on. Swing
Hardpoint is
space.
secure. Hardpoint contested.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Found it somewhat useful. If you guys liked it, give it a like and a subscription would be highly appreciated. See you next time.
Contesting hardpoint. We've lost the hardpoint.